Have you ever stopped to think about how social media shapes the way you see yourself? Picture this. You're scrolling through your feed, and within seconds, you're bombarded with images of perfect lives. Dream vacations, sculpted bodies, fairy tale relationships. It's as if everyone is living their best life. And then comes the hard-hitting question. Why isn't my life like that? But are these lives really as perfect as they seem? Or are we trapped in an illusion, comparing our everyday realities to the best moments of others? Today, we're going to uncover the truth behind this polished reality, and you'll discover how to free yourself from this emotional trap. Stay with me until the end, because what comes next might change the way you see yourself. Did you know that every like, every notification, and every comment on social media isn't just a simple interaction? They activate the reward center in your brain, releasing dopamine, the same substance associated with the pleasure of eating sweets or receiving a gift. This mechanism keeps you coming back to your feed, again and again, searching for that same pleasure. But here's the trick. While you're seeking validation, the platforms are making money off your time. They want you to compare yourself, to feel like you need to consume more, because that keeps you connected. And you know what's even scarier? That feeling of inadequacy isn't a flaw in the system. It's its purpose. So the question is, how do you break out of this cycle when it's designed to trap you? Now think about this. When you compare yourself, you're playing a game where the odds are already against you. Why? Because you're comparing your whole life, your struggles, your challenges, your imperfections, to carefully edited and planned moments from someone else's life. It's like watching a movie trailer and thinking it represents the entire story. For example, that fitness influencer you follow may seem to have the perfect body, but what isn't she showing? Perhaps hours of grueling workouts, extreme diets, or even photo editing. And here's the craziest part. We know this happens, yet we still believe in perfection. Isn't it time to change this perspective and focus on what truly matters for your own life? And here comes a powerful question. Why does the opinion of others matter so much? Why do we rely on likes, followers, and comments to feel good about ourselves? The answer lies back in our childhood. We grew up learning that external recognition defines our worth. The highest grades in school, praise from parents, the trophy in sports. And now, in the digital world, this has only intensified. Each like feels like a stamp of "you're good enough." But the problem is that this validation is short-lived. Have you noticed how the happiness of seeing a post go viral fades so quickly? So you post again and again, trying to fill that void. But can the true value of who you are really be measured by a screen? Or is it time to find this validation within yourself? Now that we understand the problem, let's talk about the solution. How to build self-esteem that doesn't rely on likes or followers. The first step is simple but powerful: self-awareness. Who are you outside of social media? What truly makes you happy? Answering these questions takes courage because we're often so focused on the external that we forget to look inward. Another practical tip is to create offline moments. It might sound cliche, but disconnecting helps you reconnect with what really matters: your family, your friends, your hobbies. And here's more. Practice gratitude. Every day, think of 3 things you're grateful for. This simple exercise shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already present in your life. And when you learn to value what you have, what others have loses its significance. Imagine how your life would be if you stopped comparing yourself to others and started living according to what makes sense for you. Sounds liberating, doesn't it? And do you know why it's possible? Because when you change your relationship with social media, you gain control over what affects you. Try starting with something simple. Clean up your feed. Stop following profiles that make you feel inadequate and start following those that truly inspire you. And above all, remember, what you see on social media is only a fraction of reality. When you internalize this, social media stops being a burden and becomes a tool for learning and connection. Now, I want to leave you with a reflection. What would you do today if you didn't have to worry about anyone else's opinion? How would your life look if you measured your worth by who you truly are, rather than by how others see you? That's the challenge I want to leave with you. Take one day, just one day, to not compare yourself to anyone. Look at yourself with kindness, acknowledge your achievements, and focus on what makes sense for you. And of course, Share in the comments how you feel about social media. I want to hear your experience and your opinion. And if this video resonated with you, send it to someone who also needs to hear this message. Let's spread this idea together.